you guys. What's up?
We're laughing about the dislike.
Yeah, because we're like fun. Looking at the comments at like so.
Yeah. I think somebody hit it by accident. They meant to hit the like, and then they took it away. Either that or they're just fucking around. Pookie could have disliked it.
Although she's on the back porch.
She's on the back porch. She's outside. She's like, fuck that shit. She can't.
Because I'm not on the thing.
Yeah, she can't get
She hits it with her little mitten.
Yeah, she can't get in front of the camera.
Yeah, so it's Thursday, and we don't usually live stream today, but I thought because we were so tired on Tuesday and we didn't live stream, I was like, well, that's not really fair to everybody that's used to us live streaming 5 days a week, so let's do it today. And it so happened that Netflix just added a new Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah, it was good.
That was Halloween themed.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, why not?
This is kind of like Adam Sandler's version of Krussel's Christmas movie. You know, Christmas Chronicles? Christmas Chronicles 2 is supposed to be coming out this year.
I thought it was. Yeah, it's like so, I'm excited to see that.
So it looks like fucking Sandler said, "Oh, well, I can do Halloween." So you know what I mean? He jumped on Halloween, and it's an all-star cast. You'll recognize, you know, if you watch movies, you'll recognize everybody.
Well, he makes movies with pretty much all the same people. It's like, you know, there's Ben Stiller, Rob Schneider, Kevin James, like all the same people that usually make movies with.
Got the woman from Idiocracy, the one that played the hooker.
Maya Randolph.
Yeah, I think it's her name. Yeah, she's in it. Shaq's in it.
Tim Meadows was in it. The Shaq is in it.
Yeah.
Who else was in it? Like a shit ton of people. Steve Buscemi was in it.
Yeah.
Ray Liotta was in it.
Yeah. It's fucking zany, you know what I mean? It's almost trying to go along lines of kind of like Evil Dead zaniness, but it's a different tone. It's a different tone. To me,
it reminded me of like a crass Goosebumps movie.
Yeah, kind of.
You know what I'm saying? You remember that Goosebumps movie like that we saw in the theater? Yeah. Like this is kind of like a kid's movie. Like it's kind of tonally is kind of like a kid's movie, but it's clearly not a kid's movie because it's like just all like disgusting humor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like
and Adam Sandler, you know, look, if you want to see a good Adam Sandler movie, you want to see fucking
Uncut Gems. Or Punch Drunk Love or Spanglish.
Uncut Gems is fucking badass gangster movie. It's like New York Jewish gangsters down in the fucking Diamond District. And how they fucking did shit, or how this one particular guy did shit, and it's how he scammed people and stuff. It's a fucking great movie.
Well, did we say so? This movie
he can act when he has to act.
Yeah. Well, this movie's called Hubie Halloween, right?
Yeah.
And so the joke about this, like when I read some other reviews of it, so I guess I didn't see this personally, but I've seen other people mention it, is that when Adam Sandler was on like his press tour for Uncut Gems, like, he made a joke on the Howard Stern show that if he didn't win an Oscar for that, he was going to make a really bad movie on purpose.
This must be it.
So, this isn't it, though, because this one was already in production, like, when the Oscars came out and everything, and he did actually get snubbed, which I thought was, like, that sucked. I mean, I'm glad Parasite won, but I think that it should have at least got nominated. But the thing about it is that so Adam Sandler and Netflix they gave him like a 4-picture deal like back in 2014, and he made those 4 movies, and apparently they were like so watched on the platform they gave him another 4-picture deal, and this is one of the ones. I don't know if this is the first one, but so apparently his movies are like really successful because, like I said, I don't watch all of them because I'm not. Adam Sandler is like is like a great actor, but a lot of that like. The real like juvenile humor and stuff like that. It's like I have to really be in the mood for that. I'm not usually like a big fan.
He does the funny voices and it kind of got to me.
Well, I couldn't understand what he was saying half the time. I'm going to say that right out the gate because he was just kind of being so the story behind it, if it's important, is that
I'm not sure it is.
No, probably not. No. But it's set in Salem.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like Hubie is sort of like this loser. Like every single person in town just like makes fun of him and hates him, and just like every time he goes out on his bike, like just people are throwing shit at him and everything like that, and everyone just like like kids, adults, everybody is just like picking on him all the time. But the thing about it is that he's kind of an interesting character because he doesn't get mad at everybody about it. He just kind of like, it's almost kind of like it just rolls off his back like he's used to it.
He's like, and
he's like, whatever, but he's just like a nice person. Yeah. And his whole thing is that he loves Halloween like more than anything, and he just wants everybody to be safe on Halloween and shit like that. So he's like
dresses up as a Halloween guard.
Appointed himself like the Halloween monitor, like to make sure everyone's only taking one piece of candy out of the bowl and like all this other kind of stuff. Funny. And like, so it's that, and then And then you have something where a psychopath like escapes from a mental hospital, and then Steve Buscemi moves in next to him, and you're not sure if he's a psychopath or maybe something else is going on with that. I don't necessarily want to spoil it. Should I spoil it? I don't know. I guess
no, don't spoil it.
I guess it doesn't really matter. But it's like, so it's kind of set around like the Halloween night and like all of this shit going bad, like people disappearing and stuff. So he's kind of like sort of has to get to the bottom of it, all the while people are like making fun of him and like throwing shit at him and everything like that. So that's pretty much the premise. And like I said, all of the people that usually work with him on these movies are in this one too. Because I guess like, and honestly, as much as I'm like not a big fan of these types of movies, I will give Adam Sandler the props. Like you said, when he's in like a really good project, the dude can act. He's not like, he's legit, but he knows that he makes a lot of money with just these type of comedies, and he just gives all his friends work. It's like, and I've heard that like those sets like to work on them are like super fun, and he's just like, look, I just want to make a fun movie with all my friends, we're all going to get a paycheck and it'll just be a good time, and then we'll just make all this money for the movies. And you know what, he doesn't make any secret about doing that, and that is like, I respect that.
Hernandez is in there saying that he's kind of like the actor version of John Carpenter, where he can be hit or miss. He could either be excellent or he's not that good.
Yeah.
He is. But I'd also kind of compare Adam Sandler to Jerry Lewis. Remember Jerry Lewis?
Yeah.
Jerry Lewis he could act, but he did some goofy ass shit.
Yeah.
But they said in real life, he was pretty straight up, you know what I mean? He was real intelligent, Jerry Lewis.
Yeah.
Jerry Lewis, that's old. I'm sure a lot of you young people don't know who the fuck that is.
I know people like, Jerry who?
But he would do just these outrageous movies with fake teeth and Japanese accents and go through the whole thing. He was kind of like that. But I liked his best work really was Uncut Gems.
I loved that movie.
Yeah.
But that movie made me anxious the whole fucking time through it. I was just like,
it had a lot of deeper meanings and symbolism in it too. The screenplay was written about it's a true story. It's written about a guy's dad. The dude who wrote it is about his dad working down in the fucking in the gem district down in New York. And isn't that called gem district or jewel district?
Yeah, or something like that. I can't remember.
And diamond district. That's what it was called. And he was just this Jewish gangster, But he was cool, too. But he also was a complete fuckover. I mean, you couldn't trust him with money. And it was just all this weird shit he would do. He would talk you out of money, and then he'd invest it or bet it and fucking this and that. And you were trying to get your money back, and he was running some kind of scheme to expand the money and make it even
he was
bigger.
Always like running a whole bunch of schemes,
running 5 or 6 different schemes,
like he was on a tightrope at all times.
And he thought, and just the way it ends, you know what I mean? It's a fucking fantastic movie about, let's just say, conflicting value systems. He thought it was about money. There are some guys that they don't give a shit about the money.
Yeah,
they're more about honor-based things, and he runs into some trouble. But this movie, if you want to have fun, you watch this.
It's not like that. But like I said, I actually didn't mind watching this one, even though I kind of knew what I was getting into, because I was like, hey, it's Halloween themed, and pretty much if I love Halloween, so it's like anything that's Halloween themed, I'll watch it. I don't really care. So it's like, I really, really liked, it really did kind of put you in the Halloween spirit kind of thing. Because they had like a big Halloween carnival and everybody had costumes on. The one guy in it that was dressed like, can I spoil that? The one costume that was in it that was like my favorite.
Yeah. There's a kid in this who shows up in this costume, and when we recognized it about the same time, we couldn't figure out who he was trying to be. We busted up laughing because he's like a Pakistani kid, and he shows up dressed up as Freddie Mercury with the fucking teeth and everything. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. I was going, wait a minute. I went, Freddie Mercury. That shit was fucking hilarious.
It was a good costume.
Yeah, and then once I saw it, I couldn't stop seeing it. It looked like it was Eddie Murphy, like Freddie Mercury.
Yeah,
standing there. I was just like,
that was funny as shit.
But I would say this is a good analogy is that this is Adam Sandler's Halloween movie in the same way that fucking Christmas Chronicles is Krussel's
Although, like I said, I don't know if I'd necessarily call this a family movie or like a kids movie because there's a lot of like it's really like crass.
They're not the same tone.
Yeah.
At all. Adam Sandler one is real irreverent. All right, and it's fucking got a lot of fucking dirty jokes in it. It's
a lot of puking, a lot of farting.
Yeah, farting,
a lot of peeing.
Yeah, fucking. It's just
a lot of sex jokes.
It just is what it is.
Yeah,
we were drinking and having a good time. It's you don't have to. It's also like a laugh a minute movie.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a joke in it every fucking few seconds.
I mean, I didn't think it was hilarious.
No.
But it was amusing. It was amusing.
Yeah.
I think the funniest thing about it was his thermos. That was what made me laugh. It was like the running gag about his magic thermos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of like go-go gadget shit.
That he could that he built it in Boy Scouts or whatever he said, and it could like do whatever he needed it to do, like for that particular scene. That like made me laugh like every single time.
It's a decent movie. It's not his best movie, but it's fun. It's a seasonal movie.
Honestly, I'm gonna say I think I liked it better than the last Adam Sandler one I watched, which wasn't Uncut Gems, but his other Netflix one, Murder Mystery. That one was okay, but I liked this one better probably just because of the Halloween theme. Because like I said, I love Halloween themed shit. I'll even watch Goosebumps movies. I don't care. I don't care if they're for kids. But it's like because I just like that whole aesthetic. So like I said, there's a lot of vomiting in it. There's a lot of stupid jokes. I will say that like the voice he was doing was like annoying. I mean, I guess I got used to it after a while, but like at first I was just like, what are you even saying, dude? It's like I can't even understand what you're saying. I know that's kind of his shtick, like doing different voices and whatnot, but he was just like he was very like marble mouthed, so I couldn't really like. A lot of times I wish I'd put usually I have the closed captioning on because I'm deaf as shit. But
Sandra says she's never seen an Adam Sandler movie. Doesn't sound like her type of humor. If you want to see an Adam Sandler movie, the first one probably to see in terms of comedy would probably be The Waterboy. I like that one.
A lot of people seem to like Happy Gilmore as well.
Yeah, that's probably. I don't think I've seen that one.
But
Waterboy was good. But really, his best movie is Uncut Gems, and that's only from a couple years ago. I really recommend that one. That's a good movie.
I loved that movie. It was excellent.
Right.
But yeah, that's the thing. That that's it's going to be like up to you. If you're not into like real lowbrow humor, then you're not going to find this funny in the least. I don't think.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I didn't think it was hilarious, but there were a couple things in there that made me bust out laughing.
It's on Netflix. It's a free fucking Halloween movie with an all-star cast. You got to see it.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
If you got Netflix, so what's the problem?
It'll be a good thing to watch like on Halloween night,
Yeah.
Like once you're a few drinks in.
Yeah.
That'd be a good thing to watch.
Hopefully Christmas Chronicles 2 is supposed to be coming out.
I hope that comes out this year because I was amazed because I'm not a big fan of Christmas movies. I usually just skip them because they're mostly like this fucking Lifetime, like I found love for Christmas and blah and all that bullshit. But it's like, and I don't want to watch that. Even though I love Christmas too. I'm not saying that. But a lot of Christmas movies are just like really shitty and bad. But I mean, that movie was a delight. Yeah. It was a delight.
It's kind of like an old Spielberg flick.
It was. That's this and that. So I'm kind of hoping the second one comes out soon.
You had Krussel's interpretation of what a fucking Santa should be. You know what I mean? Santa carries a fucking 45.
Well, like you would.
And he can fly.
You never know when you might need it.
Fly. Yeah. This fucking reindeer flying and shit. Fucking, he's extra dimensional. He's got all kinds of fucking technology.
And a little bit grumpy, just a little bit.
Yeah.
But I liked that, a little grumpiness.
Goes to jail and puts on a fucking concert.
Santa goes to jail.
Goes to jail. Yeah. He had the hookers as the fucking background singers and stuff.
Yeah, there were hookers.
It's good, yeah. It's a good movie, man.
I mean, Christmas movies with hookers in it, you can't...
Yeah.
You can't
Christmas
really beat
cheer,
that.
Man. And then the cops tried to arrest him, and he knew what fucking the cops' name were. Fucking, he had presents from him from back when they were... Back in the 70s when they were little kids. Remember, you wanted this? He's pulling shit out. Did you ever get the fucking Star Wars? All that kind of stuff. He knew what you wanted for Christmas.
Yeah, and it was like all in his bag because the bag was extra dimensional also, which I thought was kind of neat. Like I liked when she crawled inside the bag and it was just like this other dimension. It's
never ending. Yeah.
Huge and bag. Somebody reminded me in the comments that is it today or tomorrow that The Haunting of Bly Manor is supposed to come out on Netflix, which I'm really excited about because that's like the second season of Haunting of Hill House, but it's based on Turn of the Screw. And, you know, Mike Flanagan directed it, so I'm, like, really, really excited. That's a series,
I don't think I saw the first...
I watched it twice, because it's fucking excellent.
I don't think I saw it.
And that was based on... Obviously, that was based on Haunting of Hill House, the Shirley Jackson book. Well, it was loosely based on that. It was just kind of like a takeoff point, and then they went with their own direction. So I'm really kind of interested to see what they're gonna do with it. I still haven't watched Ratched yet either. Like, I was, like, all set to watch it, the series, because it looks super cool. Like, I really like the look of it, and it's like American Horror Story, which I'm kind of hit or miss about. I've only seen, like, you know, an episode here and there. But then I started seeing, like, some of my friends were like, oh man, I started watching Ratched and it was, like, so bad. And I was just like, really? It really doesn't, it looks good. But now I'm, like, scared to watch it. So I don't know if any of you guys have seen it and, like, can tell me if it's any good or not, because I don't know.
Teasers look good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know how much time I want to invest in it, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe that's the thing. It's like maybe those people were just, like, didn't like it and I'll like it, because that's how that shit happens. But like I said, Haunting of Bly Manor I'm really excited about. But yeah, this movie, Hubie Halloween, I think they must have just added this, because I thought I looked on Netflix the day before yesterday and I didn't see it, and then I looked on it last night and then there it was, and I was like, oh, Adam Sandler Halloween maybe? Why not? Give me a Bloody Mary and we'll watch it. It was fun. Like I said, if you're into crass humor, you just have to know that that's what you're getting into, that it's like an Adam Sandler movie, TM, like with all the other Saturday Night Live alumnus that he usually works with, and like I said, everybody's gonna be peeing and farting and whatnot. So it's like just know that going in. But it's Halloween themed and it's fun and it's funny, and the thermos thing is funny, and the guy that dresses like Freddie Mercury is very funny. Oh, remember that the one kid that's in it, and remember they had like the RIP at the end, like he died?
Yeah.
I looked it up because I was like, how did that guy die? That's crazy. Because he was like a kid.
Yeah.
He died of epilepsy.
Weird.
20.
Had an epileptic seizure and it killed him.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like complications having to do with epilepsy or something like that. That's what it's known as Wikipedia.
Well, sometimes you can get the seizure and fall down, hit your head, and it fucking makes a brain hemorrhage. Well,
that's
and then
true.
Might be that.
Epilepsy's scary, man. Ooh.
Yeah.
I'd be scared if I had that. But yeah, so if, like I said, if you want to get in the Halloween spirit.
It's free.
And you don't mind some vomit. Yeah. Then have a drink and watch it. And I guess that'll do it for today. We probably won't stream tomorrow, but we will be back on Saturday to stream the main episode, which should be a really fun one. So we'll see you guys on Saturday, and thanks for dropping by. Bye.